Hello, Repony. My name is Hawk Nightwing, the most unapologetic defender of G5 you'll ever meet. And well, here we are. The final curtain call. The last 5 or 3 episodes, depending on what you want to believe. And instead of the second special, we get an episode focused on yet another magical fiasco this week. Guys, I'm gonna be honest. My video hyping up the second special is continuing to age worse and worse with each passing day. It's probably never coming out at this point, and if it does, I promise to give it an automatic 10 out of 10 for simply existing. Y'all can hold me to that. But whatever. Knowing the show is probably going to end soon, knowing that these are the last episodes we're ever going to get, having finally come to terms with this horrible news, did this episode manage to stick the landing? Well, we're about to find out. This is my review of Naruto Season 2 Episode 21, Attack of the Vending Machine. The episode essentially is about a magical vending machine that produces giant fruit. All the ponies love it. After a raccoon unicorn named Kevin gets inside, the machine begins to malfunction and produce half-eaten food. And so it's up to Sunny and Hitch to investigate and put a stop to it. They go inside the machine and enter a food-filled wonderland. One high-stakes battle with Kevin later, Hitch thanks Sunny for helping out, and the episode ends. So, what do I think of this episode? Well, it was fine. Not great, but not a bad episode either by any means. It's a decent little episode that works for what it is. The way I see it, Naruto has 4 types of episodes. They're the emotionally moving character pieces, the plot-focused episodes, the simple slice-of-life episodes, and the filler episodes to deal with some sort of magical catastrophe. Sometimes any of these 4 types can be blended together to make a stronger episode overall, but on its own, it's no surprise that the magical filler types are my least favorite of the bunch, at least in terms of memorability. They're fine, but coming off of how good the last episode was as a plot-focused installment, I expected a bit of a better follow-up. These are a little too simplistic, and this episode suffers from the same kind of issue that plagued Hall of Mirrors. Fine in a vacuum, but ultimately all style and no substance. It's the type of episode that's fun, but unlikely to leave a lasting impression on you. It's still good for what it is. I think the conflict was paced well, plus the episode does excel in the visual department. Once Sunny and Hitch enter the vending machine, the food wonderland just pops out of you from the moment it appears on screen all the way until the end. You can just tell the animators had so much fun crafting that whole section of the episode. From the giant food spread all around like clouds, to the giant cake, to the huge soda can that Sunny and Hitch ride down to the void, Naruto is definitely a very visually inventive series. This episode definitely does not disappoint in that regard. The creativity is there in every single frame and is packed to the brim with background details. Also, the final battle with Kevin went pretty hard. It was hilarious and epic at the same time, with Kevin basically acting like this evil sorcerer shooting magic from his lollipop scepter, and Sunny and Hitch having to utilize all the food-related stuff in the vicinity to stop them. That whole sequence was pretty creative, and the big finish with Sunny's cheating mark speech was the perfect way to end it. All my problems basically boiled down to the type of conflict chosen, which again, stems from a critter causing mischief. It's a very nothing sort of plot, and Kevin's entire role is just to be a nuisance, just like his fellow animal brethren. This is a very easy conflict that doesn't lend itself to helping the episode stand out from the crowd. There's no lesson meant to be taught here, no attempt at emotion. It's just a fun, lighthearted adventure meant to pass the time. While I enjoyed that on a surface level, that is a bit disappointing, mainly because a similar episode that came out not too long ago, where the rainbows are made, managed to do this type of filler episode, but also injected the story with a ton of heart and a great moral. All this episode did in comparison was giving our core duo another adventure in another visually inventive location. While this episode did that right, there is unfortunately no development for any of our characters here. It felt like something was missing from this episode from a writing perspective. We have the fun and creative aspects, which is a highlight no matter what, but the heart and development is missing. There's no point to this adventure, it's just there. Still, it is good for what it is. It's a fun episode that's easy to like, as long as you don't expect anything deep out of it. I enjoyed it from a visual and creative perspective, but I felt like there was something more that could have been done with the story. Still, each of these type of episodes have their fans, and you might like it a lot more than I did. If you enjoy just how completely bonkers this show can get at times, then this episode is definitely for you. And regardless of quality, I think we came out learning one important thing at the end of this episode. The most important lesson of all. What the heck is going on with Hasbro's release schedule? I thought we were done with this whole flip-flopping release schedule after Blocky Walkies, guys. Really? I'm telling y'all, Hasbro, they just don't even care. I mean, releasing an episode on Friday instead of Thursday, 1 day later. Oh, but I thought they sorted out their schedule after months of being consistent, but I guess not. Never change, Hasbro, you idiotic blue square of a logo. Never change. I doubt you ever will at this point, but I'm just saying, never change. It's fun to point out your mistakes, and you'll always be my running gag. But what do you guys think of this episode? Feel free to let me know in the comments below. If you are new here and you want to see more, then feel free to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel to be updated on future content. We analysts appear to be a dying breed in the community, as mindless hate videos are all the rage, so your contributions make a huge difference in helping me grow. Until next time, this is Hawk Nightwing signing out. Hoof to heart.